For the first time since 2007, FedEx Field behind me is the home for a Thursday night NFL matchup. I'm David Guzman, live from Landover, Maryland, and I'll have a preview of this primetime game between the Redskins and the Giants. That's next in sports. Have never lost a Thursday night home game, but this is a tough turnaround for both teams as they're just coming off 3 full days of rest. For Kirk Cousins, this is the first time in his career that he's making back-to-back starts in the span of 5 days. In week 3, the backup quarterback threw for over 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, 2 of those scores coming in the first half during Sunday's loss against the Eagles. So far this season, Cousins has gotten off to a good start in the 2 games he's played in. Tonight, the key will be putting together a better second half performance under the national spotlight.
But it is tough on your body, and it's something you don't want to have to do week in and week out. And the benefit, the flip side of it, if you want to look at the positives, is that when the game is over Thursday night, we do get a couple extra days to catch up and rest and recover leading into our next game. So there's a trade-off there.
This is a very important game. You fall too far behind the 8 ball this early in the season, it's going to be tough sledding. And we're already behind the 8 ball at 1 and 2. The team that goes to 1 and 3, it's not out of it by any stretch, but it's going to be a lot harder than if you're 2 and 2. So we know the importance of this game.
The last time the Redskins played at home, Robert Griffin III went down with a dislocated ankle, putting Kirk Cousins in. And while he's found much success as the interim quarterback, Cousins isn't looking to take RG3's job. At the same time, he's not afraid to lead the Redskins as the starter. Cousins admits that being a leader is a tough dynamic to try and explain.
This is his team, and it's my job as a backup on this team to, hopefully when he comes back, give him a team with a good record and put him in a good spot to have success down the stretch. But by no means does that say that I can't go in there as a backup and hopefully get the job done.
We have complete coverage of Thursday night football through the resources of WHSV. You can watch the game on CBS The V, kickoff at 8:25 tonight. I will have live Twitter updates throughout the game, so follow me on Twitter and also bring you a full recap, including a reaction from Coach Gruden and the players tomorrow morning on Daybreak. So we are less than 2 hours away from this crucial NFC East matchup. That will do it for me here. I'm about to go inside of FedEx Field, but before we go, let's meet our student athlete of the week. And with that, here's WHSV's Alexis Hatfield.
Jonathan Kuntz has a nice swing on the golf course, but this senior has come a long way since his freshman year.
I was pretty bad as a freshman, honestly. It's been a process. I've gotten a lot better. I've learned a lot.
Golf is in his blood.
My aunt and uncle play golf. My dad has played golf. Both my cousins played golf, and they were pretty good. So I guess I was meant to be a golfer.
The confident and focused player suffered a setback during his junior season, forcing him to put his golf club away for a little while.
I got golfer's elbow, which is like the tendon on the inside of your elbow is inflamed, and I sprained it.
A setback that created a new opportunity for Jonathan.
With my knowledge of the swing and stuff like that, like I was able to kind of coach, turn into more of a coach instead of a player.
He's one of the most polite, respectful players I've ever had. The players go up to him all the time and say, you know, can you show me what I'm doing wrong? Can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And he's more than willing to do that.
Off the fairway, Jonathan uses his mental game to excel in the classroom. He hopes to attend Virginia Tech next year to study mechanical engineering.
I ask a lot of questions, I always want to know how everything works.
He's really smart naturally, but then also works hard. So he deserves everything he's gotten with that 4.2 because he has really worked for it.
And he knows what it means to be a student athlete.
Someone that's good at juggling. I mean, it's hard to balance all your outside of school, in school. I try my hardest at everything I do, whether I like it or not. I guess that's why I am where I am.
At Stonewall Jackson High School with Jonathan Kuntz, your student athlete of the week, I'm Alexis Hatfield, WHSV Sports.
And that was Alexis Hatfield reporting our newest edition here at WHSV. And another sports note to pass along, JMU head baseball coach Spanky McFarland has announced that this coming spring season will be his last with the Dukes. He will be retiring after the spring season.
We wish him the best of luck.
We certainly do.
Well, George will have a final check of our fall 7-day right after the break.